When I was in the pressure washing industry, everybody complained about the $99 guy that did pressure washing for $99. Be secure in who you are and what you offer, and don't worry about that, because that $99 guy is going to make you money eventually as you grow your business beyond what you're able to handle by yourself. And you need to start farming work out to him. So build the relationship, get to know him, feel comfortable with his level of quality and the satisfaction measurements that you would put there so that he will work like you. And then you're going to help him. We're afraid of the competition.
Many people just don't know any better. You know, it might be their first time calling to book a service like this. Now, it shouldn't be everyone's like that, but many people do know the cost, but many times it's just educating the client on the differences and kind of the benefits of working with a black car, chauffeured company versus like an Uber Black or Lyft or whatever. And so I love what you said there. And then, when you sent me the text saying, we're 10% up, I got that if a brand new client said that to me who had just started in the industry, I'm like, we're doing something wrong. You should be like 100 or 200% up in the first few months. Right. But I get it. You're a pretty good size operation already. And so seeing a lift like that, is pretty substantial for a business that's been around for 34 years,
So, I mean, our overall business is up we're up to almost 47% over last year.
Wow. That's a huge jump.
So, and I added an extra car to it, to try to pick up some, but once again, what I do is I farm out a ton of work that I just can't, I don't have the cars or the people for, but it gives me the decision-making ability 2 months down the road, 3 months down the road to say, okay, it's time to add another car.
Yeah.
It comes back to these relationships. You've got to build relationships. Last night I was supposed to be in Miami at 5 a.m. this morning for a pickup coming back to Fort Myers. And so about 8 o'clock last night, I make a phone call to a relationship, someone that has done some work for me in the past. And I'm like, hey, I've got this pickup at 5 a.m. in Miami at the airport. Would you consider doing it? And they're hungry. They want work. So they were like, absolutely. But you got to have relationships.
Yeah.
It's too many times, having had small businesses, we're afraid of the competition. When I was in the pressure washing industry, everybody complained about the $99 guy that did pressure washing for $99.
Yeah.
And the reality is it's the same thing in the transportation world.
Yeah. Every industry, right?
That's right. There's always going to be that. But the key is be secure in who you are and what you offer, and don't worry about that, because that $99 guy is going to make you money eventually as you grow your business beyond what you're able to handle by yourself. And you need to start farming work out to him. So build the relationship, get to know him, feel comfortable with his level of quality and the satisfaction measurements that you would put there, so that he will work like you. And then you're going to help him. You're going to build him. Why not take people along with you for a journey?
Totally. It's so much more rewarding as well, right?
Absolutely. And to be honest with you, if there's people like that and I'm helping to build their business, they're not taking my clients from me. I'm helping to support them financially by giving them some work. They know very clearly that if they try to take my clients, they'll never get another job from me.
Yes.
So that's the relationship side. I trust the companies, the guys that I have, the one car guys that I have that do work for me. I trust them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's huge. It's funny you say this because I have, now I've been in the industry 7 years, and it's so common where, a lot of operators are worried about all their competition. And it's so funny. I have some newer clients that have all been in the industry only about 6 months. They all came from Uber. They're about 2 hours north of you in Tampa, and it's 4 guys, and they're all actually clients. And they all send work to each other, and it's almost like they're one company, but not, because each has a vehicle, and they're pretty much all different vehicle types. One has a sedan, I believe. One guy has an SUV, and they're all using each other, and they're all giving each other work and getting work from each other, and it really is, tremendous. So yeah, make those relationships with your local guys, because especially if you're doing any online marketing and you are a one car operator, there are going to be times, I tell new people when they come to me, I want you to have a Google business profile set up, so you have some reviews, right? Some sort of online reputation. And I want to make sure you have some friends or some affiliates, really, that you can farm work out to, because there will be days where it's, where you're slammed, right? And you can't
Absolutely.
do an extra job. And that's when, having those friends, affiliates, can come in handy. And then, sometimes they might repay the favor. And I know with these guys in Tampa, many times money's not even really changing hands oftentimes, because they're all giving back and forth to each other
Yeah,
so much. It's kind of like an IOU sort of thing.
it is. And we do a lot of that down here in our market as well, mostly with the bigger companies. We're like the third largest right now in the area. And the contracts that we have, the other two that are bigger than us would absolutely die for. But the guys that are the one car operations, man, we pay them. They do a job, we pay them immediately, absolutely immediately. And I don't get anything. They don't send me work.
Yeah.
They're hungry to do their own, but that's okay. Uh, it's about the relationships, and I'm just big on relationships. I think it's you can't live life without the relationship aspect.